Welcome back to another episode of the Perspective Podcast, unlocking the world's perspective in just 5 minutes. I'm Julie, your host, and today get ready for a whirlwind journey as we explore the impact of the fentanyl and opioid crisis in the United States. So sit back and enjoy. In 2021, fentanyl struck Cameron Stewart's family after the death of Cameron Stewart from fentanyl poisoning at the age of 19. Hoping to relieve anxiety, Cameron had purchased a pill off of social media, completely unaware that the pill turned out to be completely fake and contained a lethal dose of fentanyl. Typically used to treat severe pain, especially experienced with cancer, pharmaceutical fentanyl is a synthetic opioid known to be 50 to 100 times more potent compared to morphine, a pain reliever commonly used for medical purposes. This medication is prescribed in the form of patches or lozenges, which are also known as pills. Despite its aid in the medical field for pain-relieving effects, fentanyl misuse and overdose rates continue to increase in the United States. In 2021, the death toll from fentanyl overdose surged to 80,411, a number more than 10 times the number of deaths of the United States military service members killed in the post-9/11 wars in Iraq and Afghanistan. Illicit forms of fentanyl have been growing in the drug industry actively. Known for its heroin-like effect, illegally manufactured fentanyl has been dominating the drug market in the United States. Now, a question asked may be, why fentanyl? Fentanyl is both sold as an individual supply and used as an adulterant due to its high potency. Fentanyl is known to be roughly 50 times more potent than heroin and 100 times more potent than morphine, which are both forms of drugs widely known in the drug markets. Thus, this allows drug dealers to smuggle small quantities of fentanyl while maintaining the effects of the drug buyer's desires. Despite the ongoing crisis of fentanyl in the United States, the modern epidemic of the crisis seems to have a larger and growing impact on society. According to UMass Chan Medical School, from the time range of May 2020 to April 2021, more than 100,000 Americans have died due to drug overdose, with more than 64% of the deaths caused by an overdose of fentanyl and its analogs. Moving on, here's some information on how fentanyl is distributed across the United States. Fentanyl is typically imported from external sources in the United States, often referred to as smuggling. Illicitly manufactured fentanyl, also known as IMF, is internationally synthesized in China, Mexico, and India, and then exported in the form of powder or pressed pills. Over the years, dealers have also come across various ways to smuggle the lethal drug across the border. First, through legal entry. Individuals that are authorized to cross the border, such as U.S. citizens, frequently smuggle the illicitly manufactured fentanyl across the border. Second, couriers, also known as those who transport the drugs, also at times swallow fentanyl packages or pills to avoid being detected by the law enforcement. Finally, through mail services. With the appearance of the dark web, an anonymous sector of the internet frequently used for criminal activities, facilitating the sale of fentanyl and other opioids, drug delivery through traditional U.S. mail services has been extending continuously. With the ever-expanding crisis of fentanyl in the United States, the nation has been significantly impacted in various aspects. As mentioned, overdose deaths have been extending rapidly, leaving the nation devastated as a whole. However, other than this, the epidemic has left a tremendous impact on the economy of the U.S. According to the U.S. Congress Joint Economic Committee, the opioid epidemic has cost the nation nearly $1.5 trillion, being responsible for approximately 7% of the gross domestic product in 2020. A major economic toll of the epidemic is the loss of workforce in the U.S. Deaths and overdose effects leading to absence of workers at the workforces. Researchers estimated that 20% of the workers missing from the labor force was due to the fentanyl epidemic. In conclusion, with the ascending rates of deaths and long-lasting health complications caused by fentanyl overdose in the United States, the economy and national security of the nation has been vigorously challenged. Whether consumed intentionally or involuntarily, the synthetic drug being responsible for lethal side effects has taken away millions of lives in the U.S. and still continues to devastatingly escalate death rates resulting from overdose, with 200 deaths occurring per day due to overdose of fentanyl. Thank you for joining us on this episode of the impact of the fentanyl and opioid crisis in the U.S. So, what do you think we could do to reduce the number of the overdose deaths happening in the U.S.? Remember, you can always find more captivating 3-minute videos and enriching episodes right here at the Perspective Podcast. Until next time, stay curious, stay open, and keep embracing the world's diverse perspectives. See you in the next episode.